Hi Vogue, this is Teddy Quinlivan and I'm going to be showing you my skincare routine and then a full fantasy evening glamour. Let's get started. So my first step is definitely to wash my grill. So I clip my hair out of my face and now I can begin the cleansing process. This is the Murad. I just apply this to my face. Now I'm going to apply a little bit of water. So the first thing I'm going to do is apply this Chanel Le Lift cream mask. So I just take some like this. So now that I have applied my mask all over my face, I'm going to move on and use this tool. And this is the Nurse Jamie. They just called it the triangle tool when I bought it. And I use this tool whenever I really have time because I think doing a facial massage is something that you don't do when you have to rush. Something that you do when you have the luxury to do a facial massage. I just do it until I feel like I'm snatched enough. And now I also feel like I've had the mask on for a minute and I can take it off and then apply my daily skincare. And I'm loving this hyaluronic acid from Pharmacy. Let's get this going. And now I'm going to rub this in. I'm going to go in with a second serum. And this is the Renew and Repair Serum from Laurent. There's not a lot of serums that you feel like you have immediate results with, but this one, I've always been really interested in skincare just because I just liked anything fancy that I could slather on my face that would make me look better, because I think growing up I was just an insecure kid and I was like, anything I can do to be pretty, I'll put that on my face. This is the third serum I'm going to apply, and this is from the Inky List, and it is the polyglutamic acid. I really like it. I find it's quite moisturizing, and this serum is very affordable. Yes. So now that I've applied my face serums, I'm going to apply an eyelash serum because I feel like I'm always constantly getting my eyelashes curled and wearing makeup and false lashes and stuff like that, and it can really mess up your lashes, so it's you gotta, take care of them. Wow. Incredible. The next step that I'm going to jump into is just a classic, simple, clean moisturizer. And I really do enjoy this one from the Hydra Beauty line from Chanel. I was just in Tokyo for a job 2 days ago and I got this lip balm. Don't you love that clicking noise? So ASMR. All right, so I'm feeling moisturized, I'm feeling glam, I'm feeling snatched, and I think I'm ready to begin the beading process. So let's get to it. Let's get to curling. And these are the Troy Siroc curlers. By the way, I think they're the best ones because they open so big. So if you have long lashes like I do, it really gets in there and you can really curl them. This eye is good morning, and this eye is help me, and help it we shall. This is honestly dangerous work, folks. For base, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to apply the Le Beige foundation. I mix two different tones together to get my tone, and I just feel like I wanna be able to see my skin underneath my foundation. So I'm gonna mix them together. You could use a brush, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to apply it like I would apply a moisturizer. It's very slippery and wet at first, but you kind of have to give it a second to dry before you go back in and fix it up. Whatever's left from my hand, I'm going to bring down my neck. Like this. Tap it in, massage it in. So, for concealer, I'm going to go in with the very famous Tarte Shape Tape. And I'm gonna apply that everywhere I need it, which is basically the entire face, but mostly focusing on the under eyes. And like a little bit here too, because like who doesn't like a little highlight of the cheekbones? Ah, gorgeous. Now taking a damp, dirty beauty blender, and I'm just going to start bouncing underneath my eye to blend that product. I'd like to take it above my eye too, because I kind of use the concealer as like a shadow base as well. I started doing my makeup when I was in middle school, and my parents wouldn't let me wear makeup, so I used to go to this girl's locker, and she was like emo, and she had like all this makeup from Hot Topic. I would use foundation as lipstick. Like I would like have like this really nude lip with these really dark eyes. I thought I was a goddess in middle school, and everyone bullying me, they just didn't understand. They didn't get it. Haters. And now I'm going to go in with a lighter shade, and I'm going to just do the littlest dots underneath here, because I feel like this under eye area for me is always like a struggle, and I want like a really bright under eye. I'm looking much better now, I think. So now I'm going to start with eyes, and this is quite an intense eye look. Using this MAC palette, it's like a contour palette, I'm going to use this shade, the one that I've hit pan on. It is the taupe shade, and I'm going to use this as a base around my eyes. Just to kind of like set the stage for the main show. Like, people who inspire my makeup, I would say, would be mostly fashion makeup artists. Like Pat McGrath has had such heavy influence, and I also love, you know, Miss J Lo, because she's 50 years old and she can swing on a pole like a pro. I have lots of admiration for her. I'm also gonna take that taupe color and apply it underneath my eye, because I think it like makes your eyes look more sultry when you have a little bit of makeup underneath. And I like the separation. It like opens up your eyes somehow, and so you get like this big-eyed look, but my eyes are already kind of big and bulgy. But that's just because I see everything, watching everything. Now we can get to applying the colors to the eyeballs. And this is a very exciting step. Look at those colors, honey. Ooh, ooh. I am going to use this brown color, and I'm going to use this in my crease. And I like to apply this darker brown to the crease and pull it out slightly, because I want to elongate. I have really round, like bug eye alien eyes, and I want to make them like look longer, more feline-esque, and more sultry and sexy and sensual. Wow, major. It's been applied. Now we have to apply shadow nice and close to the lash line. So I have this flat-ended brush like this, and I'm going to dab it in, and I'm going to apply that nice and close to the lash line. One eye is done, so you can kind of see what I did. I kind of did like a flick, but with shadow. Time for the other side. All right, so now we have like that really sexy wing shape, and I'm just gonna take it a little bit, drag it into the lash line underneath the eye as well. This is a catty cat eye. All right, so moving right along to mascara. This is the Pat McGrath mascara. when I want to wear mascara, I want my lashes to be seen from Mars. It gives you that false lash look. Good morning, lashes. Where have you been? Now, I take off the mascara that got on my bottom lashes with my fingernails because I don't like to put mascara on my bottom lashes because the whole point of this look is to lift the eye as much as possible, and it's all about the. And now for the other eye. Next, I'm going to apply a false lash, and these are the Ardell Demi Whisper lashes. So I'm going to trim these lashes to there, just like the little corners. I'm just gonna snap those off, just because I feel like it fits my eye a little bit better. Okay, this is the hardest part, honestly. You gotta let her dry. Lash in hand, let's give this a shot. Ah, success. The lash has been applied. So once again, removing the Demi Whisper. I'm using the Duo Lash Glue, by the way. Oh, this one went on easier. This one, normally this eye is the eye that gives me trouble, but today this one was easy. I wanted this one to give me trouble. So now to apply color to the cheeks while we allow the glue to set in the eyelash. This is the Patrick Ta blush in shade She's Seductive, which is very fitting because I'm trying to be seductive. I'm going to dunk her in the product and just start blending and stippling. I like to put the blush where the contour would begin, all the way up almost to the eye. And I like to put it in my hairline as well, because I feel like if you don't have color on your forehead, it looks really weird. And I like to put it down my neck and underneath my chin. So now going back in with the same contour palette that I have used on my eyes is to, like, you know, to lay the base down. We're going to use this once more and just to add a little bit of definition, because I like my cheekbones to be so sharp they could kill a man. This will make your forehead look shorter too. This is actually a trick that I learned from Kim K, because I was like, I'm not applying contour to my forehead, but then I watched her Vogue video and now I'm applying contour to my forehead. So I'm also going to use this palette to contour my nose and underneath my lip. So I start right up here by the brow and I do a really thin line. I know this looks crazy right now, we're gonna blend it in. And I think it works really effectively. So we're gonna do the same thing on this side. I like to put a little underneath as well because I like to shape this bulbous tip of my nose. And now I'm just going to blend it out with my finger. So now I'm going to slightly contour at the bottom of my lip. I like to put in a little contour right there, just to give it like this natural shadow. So it makes the bottom part of your lip look bigger. So now, before I go in with highlight, I am going to set the face with this Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder in the shade Light. So I'm going to mattify the forehead, underneath the eyes, side of the nose. I really just do this whole front part of my face because having shine there is just not the vibe, babes. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of this and just chisel out my jawline. I like it when it's a little lighter underneath the contour. So I take the powder and I snatch there too. Now, before we apply the highlight, we are going to use this Mario Badescu water, rose water. Spritz it all over the face. Just to, I know we just powdered, but we're gonna bring some life back into the face. And then also this kind of makes it sticky. So when you wanna apply the highlight on top, you kind of have that base for the highlight to grip onto. Now, darling, I've been absolutely obsessed with this highlighter. It's so major, darling. It's from Tom Ford. Slightly dip in the powder, ever so, and begin, you know, doing this little doo-doo windshield wiper motion on top of my cheekbone. I go on this side too. Ah, ooh, ah. Okay, so now for the fun part, which is applying the highlight to the inner corner and to the lid. We're going to take this little brush, spritz it. Let's take this here. Ah. Do you see that? Oh my goodness. Oh. And then I'm going to, pull it all the way up. And then go in with my finger, tap, 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 blend, blend, blend. Do you see the difference between, like this eye is like, looks already so much more snatched. So now that highlight has been applied. So I then take this and put it down my nose and then on the corner and like a little bit there. And I can't wait to show you the next trick because the next trick is so J-Lo. And then just a little on the décolleté. So here is this super cute one-day brow tattoo, and it's from K Palette Beauty, which is, I guess, a Korean makeup brand. I got this when I was in Tokyo the other day, and I just love it because it's really hard to find brow markers that are ashy in tone. And I just, you know, swipe this through my brows, just in the places where I feel like a little more bare and like I need a little extra something. I'm gonna brush it up. Okay. I've been loving this Tom Ford shade of lipstick in Bamboo. And this lipstick actually melted in my purse a while back, but I'm still gonna use it because it's a good color. And then I'm gonna just press it in with my fingers. That's cute, right? All right, so I feel like the look is like basically complete. Like this for me is like a completed, like this is a lot of makeup. And now we can take down the hair. Ooh, now look at that. Hi. I have really red eyes, and so my very, 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 very last step, this is something that I would do in the taxi on the way to the venue. I highly recommend these Japanese eye drops that I also got in Tokyo that I stacked up on because I love Japanese eye drops. And I just put a tissue underneath my eye because I don't want to disturb the makeup. And they burn so good. They burn, but they feel amazing, trust me. Let's just say that you wanted a glossier lip to match your glossy eyes because you've applied this highlight. So you can take a little bit of lip balm. This is the same Japanese lip balm I was using before. It's nice and shiny. And you can take some of your highlight, tap it on your finger, and just press it into the center of your lips. Kind of like a lip topper. Like I like my makeup to look dewy, I like it to look glowy, I like it to look sexy and sultry. Thank you so much, Vogue. This is kind of just like what I do to feel my best and to feel sexy and confident, and I'll see you around, Vogue. Bye.